know how I do it. I do that live daily check-in. I think today I'm supposed to be live on like 3 platforms. I think, let me just make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing here. Please bear with me for a second. I'm trying to make sure that I am on the platforms I'm supposed to be on. Hold on. Let me see. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so I'm live LinkedIn, YouTube, um, supposed to be live on Facebook. Let me see if I'm on Facebook. Mm-mm. I don't see it. Let's see. No, I don't see it. I think they lied to me. Peed on my head and said it was raining. You know what I mean? That happens every now and then. But no, I do not see that I am live on Facebook. I got this free. Well, you use a lot of these different platforms or whatever to kind of push your message out or your videos out to certain platforms, right? So they actually said, "Hey, we'll give you a free." I get 2 of them for free, right? So I push it out to LinkedIn and to YouTube. Okay, so that's complimentary. It's free, right? But they also came up because normally it's 3 or more, you have to pay for it. It's a paid service, right? And I'm like, I'm not trying to pay. So they gave me a free one, right? Like 7 days free to go to Facebook. So I'm trying to see if it's on Facebook, but it's not on Facebook. I don't see. Did they lie to me? I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. I'm gonna just try one more thing and see. There ain't nobody making no comments, so it must not be happening. Oh, there it is. Hey, you know what? Hey, I'm lying. Okay, it's my fault, not your fault, not their fault. It's my fault. So yeah, okay. So it is live on Facebook as well. So hey, just welcome everybody. You guys can you're more than welcome to make comments as we're on here. Let me just turn on my comments. So hopefully all the platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn, you can make comments. So this is the first time that I've actually done this on Facebook, this daily check-in that I normally do. But I was going to start off with this, right? Check this out. So yeah, okay. So daily check-in with Russell of Hotels, right? So never pass up an opportunity to put your name out there, right? So if that's promoting it, if that's advertising, however you want to do it, marketing, whatever. It's all about the marketing. It's all about letting people know what you do, who you are, what you do, and how you can help them. Okay, so that's basically what I try to do is put things out there so people don't forget about you because in this world of social media where people will cancel you, that's cancel culture. They'll do that stuff in a minute. Okay, so it's good that you just keep your stuff out there. You continue to do what you're gonna do. You're gonna have haters, right? And that's okay because if you don't have haters, you ain't popping. Okay, someone said that. I don't know who said that. I didn't use that one. I'm copying somebody else. Okay, but if you don't have haters, you ain't popping anyway. So there you go. So just keep it going. And I do these daily check-ins daily, Monday through Friday. I talk about some hospitality stuff. For the most part, it's all hospitality because that's what I do. I talk about what I do. Today it's what is it? Second part of what was it? Ask the question that you ask on an interview if you're going for a director of sales and marketing position, right? I used to be a former DOS, so that's why, of course, I'm taking that now. You can sometimes take these same questions and make sure you're using them for other jobs as well, but sometimes you want to be in detail. You want to make sure it's job specific, of course. And remember this: when you're on an interview, you're interviewing them just as much as they're interviewing you. Now you'll hear me say that probably 10 times during this 5 minute, conversation. But it is important that we all know that it's not just all about, them interviewing you and you getting the job. In some situation you may not even want to work there based on how they react, based on how they answer the questions you ask them. Are they put up by the questions? Are they okay with the questions? Are they like, I can't believe you're asking that? Or they're not prepared at all to give you any of the answers. Those are red flags, right? So We don't always have to. Well, maybe we do. Sometimes we're in desperate situations, and I understand that, where we need a job and we need to take whatever comes available. But sometimes when you do that, you may pass on something else. You may not get the opportunity somewhere else that you would really fit, right? And sometimes these jobs that we just take on the fly without really thinking about it, they don't last long anyway. So, but hey, I understand. So I've been in those situations before where you just have to have a job, and I understand that. So I ain't mad. Okay. So anyway, like I said, let's get to the topic. So today you'll see various hotels that I've been to this past year. Okay. So it's not just one, because sometimes I'll just do one hotel for all the different scenes that I go through, but today is a different one. So this is Hotel Maya in Long Beach in the LBC. But anyway, so this is the second part of interview questions for a DOSM, which stands for Director of Sales and Marketing. So these are questions you should ask. Now, yesterday, or these are questions that you can ask. I'm not saying you should. These are questions that I would ask, okay, because I want an understanding of what I'm getting myself into. So whatever position you're going after, you need to make sure you're asking those tough questions, because you want to know how, if they're prepared, they may not be prepared. They may not even know the answers, but maybe they can say, hey, let me get back to you on that. I'm not really familiar with that one, but let me get back to you. But they should be familiar with those questions that you're asking them. But sometimes they're not. But you, like I said, it's up to you to make up your mind if you want to, if they offer you the job, if you're interested in taking it. So okay, I'm gonna get you caught up. So because I'm only gonna go over like the last, I think I have 5 from today, but I think I had 5 from yesterday. Now maybe I had 4 from today and then 5 from yesterday. So I'm gonna catch you up. So these, like I said, these are interview questions for a director of sales and marketing position, which of course, I'm a former director of sales and marketing, former general manager at 14 different hotels over the last 25 years. Okay, just so you guys know. Okay, just so you know where I'm coming from. And anyway, let's see. These are questions. Can you describe the hotel's target market and ideal guest profile? That's number 1. What are the hotel's current revenue and occupancy goals, and how does the sales and marketing department contribute to achieving them? That was number 2. Could you provide information about the current marketing strategies and channels being used? Number 4, was that number 4? I don't know. How does the hotel measure success in sales and marketing, and what key performance indicators or KPIs are in place? What is the annual budget for the sales and marketing department, and how is it allocated? You got to ask that question. If you don't ask anything else, ask that question. Okay, and no, so now I think we get to today's questions. Boom. Okay. Can you share the hotel's competitive landscape and marketing positioning? Can you share the hotel's competitive landscape and marketing positioning? This question will help you evaluate the hotel's competitive advantage and how to position in the market. So you know exactly what you're getting into, right? So, I mean, a lot of times, like I said, we don't ask the right questions. So when we start, we're like, well, I didn't know that. They're going to ask me that, or I didn't know that. I mean, you guys aren't doing that yet? Well, if you asked ahead of time, you would know what you're getting yourself into. So you have to ask these questions and ask for some documentation. Maybe they won't let you leave the room with it, but at least you can look at it and get familiar with maybe their marketing plan or their budget. Will they let you look at it? I don't know unless you ask, right? I've never been in a situation where I even asked that question. So I'm not saying they will or won't, but the worst they can say is no, right? And if they get put off by it, well, like I said, maybe they ain't the right place for you to work, because obviously they're hiding something. They're like, oh, this is confidential information, which, okay, it could be. I understand that, but they can tell you something about it. Maybe you phrase the question differently. Okay, well, I don't want to see that, but give examples of what you want to see, and how did this work, or did this work, or did it not work? Why did it work? Okay, what are one of your best marketing? What's in your marketing plan? What's something was it achievable? Is it aggressive? You don't want anything that's easy. I understand that. You want to be you want to be pushed. You know what I mean? And I understand that, right? You want to be challenged, but is it realistic? Those are the things. And then I can answer, well, yeah, it is realistic. Of course, we did it. Well, how did they even come up with the marketing plan? How did they even come up with the budget? A lot of times they would do numbers. Okay, what the owner wants $10 million. We just back everything into that, right? Well, how is it done? I need to know that before I go in there because I'm assuming the role of the director of sales. I had nothing to do with that budget nor with that marketing plan, but I have to oversee it and see it, through fruition the best way I can. Okay, so if you're assuming all this stuff, you need to know before you even get there. This is what you're expected to do. Does that make sense? Hopefully it did. Hope I ain't scaring nobody. Like, oh shoot, my next interview, oh shit, I don't want to ask those questions. What strategies are in place for attracting group business? Hotels live on group business, right? We want group business. We want food and beverage. We want meetings. We want, the banquet staff to be working as well, right? And yeah, this depends on the size of the hotel. I understand that. So I'm probably talking about, 250 rooms and up, right? As far as that's concerned, right? So what strategies are in place for attracting group business? Can they answer that question? They may not even be able to answer that question. I don't know. But let's see. I did have something to say. What? Mm, Dang, what did I what? What strategies? Strategies. I see I'm missing my point, my place here. How does that? Oh, okay. This question is essential. If group business is a significant part of the hotel's revenue, okay. So yeah, what percentage is group business? What percentage is transient business, and everything else, right? So group sales or sales in general is a top line revenue, right? So anyone, if whoever you're interviewing with should be able to, well, hopefully the general manager you're interviewing with that person, they should be able to answer those questions for you, okay? But strategies, what strategies are in place? Which ones are working? Which ones are not working? Which ones would you want changed? If in a perfect world, which one would be changed? What would you like it to be in the perfect world? Is there room to change these things? We all know that marketing plans may be able to be deviated. You may be able to change a little bit of it. Budgets are budgets, right? So those numbers are the numbers, unless there's something that, something fell from the sky or whatever, and they want to change them. But normally, the budget is the budget. But marketing plans, you can change. If a strategy is not working, you need to do something else, because at the end of the day, you're still responsible for those budgeted numbers. Okay, so make sure you're comfortable with that stuff before you sign on the dotted line. Number 8, what is the organizational structure and reporting hierarchy of the sales and marketing department? That's a good one right there, right? The organization structure and hierarchy. Understanding the reporting structure and the team's dynamic is important for collaboration and accountability. Yeah, who's responsible for these things? Who do I report to? Who do they report to? Is it a normal line? Everybody within the sales and catering department reports to the director of sales and marketing. Does a revenue person report to me as well? I've been to different hotels where it was different, right? Revenue didn't report to me. They reported to the GM, I guess. Like reservations, revenue, they all had their own little department. And did I like that? If that's what it is, that's what it is. But see, once again, I didn't ask that question in the interview process. I don't particularly like that. I particularly like to be in charge of all of it. The catering reports to me, revenue reports to me, all the sales managers, of course, all the admin, all that stuff comes to the director of sales and marketing. Okay, but in other hotels, it may be different, and that's fine if you know that going into it, right? If you ask that question and that was the answer, like, okay, all right, well, there you go. But it's just important who reports to who. Okay, because there's some, I've had some crazy stuff where, the admin reported to the GM, but the admin didn't support the GM. The admin supported me. Well, why is she reporting to you and not to me? It's just some crazy stuff they can have. But if you don't ask that question, you don't know what you're getting into. So regardless of what these questions are and what you think about them, I'll never ask those questions. You may not. But the important thing is that we know what we're getting into. So if we need to ask these questions, if we need to change these questions, that's fine. This is just a guideline. Okay. And sometimes I wish I had these questions before I interview for certain positions, because guess what? I would not have taken them, because some of the positions, they ended up being a friggin' nightmare. Okay. So you just want to make sure you know what you're getting yourself into. And the last one, can you share any recent successes or challenges the hotel has hold on one second. Can you share any recent successes or challenges the hotel has faced in sales and marketing? Learning from past experiences will provide insights into the hotel's strengths and areas for growth. So yeah, ask them what they, any successes, any challenges. What do they see? Where do they see the hotel going? In the next whatever several months. I mean, map out if you could in a perfect world, Mr. GM or Miss GM, where do you see this, let's say if I had this position or anyone that took this director of sales position, where do you see them in the next 90 days? What do you see them completing in the next 90 days? Boom, throw it on them. Yeah, you could ask them in an interview. That's fine. You can ask those questions, right? See, it's two-part. You'll see how they answer them, if they can answer them. And two, have they even thought about these questions? I mean, have they even thought about that? Have they, what do they want to see happen? Because you have to be in tune with the general manager or whoever your direct report is. You need to know exactly how they think, how do they feel, because if you have different philosophies on things, it's never gonna mesh, right? If you have totally different philosophies on everything, because there's a lot of GMs that are hands-on within the sales department, which is great. That's what I love, right? But sometimes, their idea of success is different from your idea of success. So it's okay to ask those questions. What are your recent successes or challenges as it relates to sales and marketing? Some of them will like, well, you know what? I'll kind of let them do what they want to do. Or some of them will be boom, 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 boom. These are things that I like. These are things I want. It's a challenge, and these goals are realistic, and blah, blah, blah. And by golly, they need to make them. Okay, I know, right? I know exactly where I'm going with this, or where I stand, right? Even before I've taken this position, or I may not be offered, but if I am offered, I know exactly where I am and where I stand. So you have to ask those questions. Once again, I'll say it, and this is the last time I'm going to say this. You're interviewing them just as much as they're interviewing you. Okay, so there you go. So anyway, I have no questions here today. I see no comments. Hopefully, like I said, I was live on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook. I do these daily check-ins daily, Monday through Friday. Times kind of vary. I try to do around noon, but obviously today I didn't hit noontime, but I will do them in the afternoon. So tomorrow I'm doing another one. So if you didn't listen to it today, that's fine, because you get another day tomorrow to listen. If not, I'm gonna do it anyway. So I'm gonna be here. Okay. Once again, Russell of Hotels with the daily check-in. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Hope you guys have a great day, and it's happy Thursday. I forgot to say that. Yeah, today is Thursday, the 2nd of November. This week is going by fast, right? Halloween a couple of days ago, and Friday will be here tomorrow, right? Is tomorrow Friday? Yeah, tomorrow's Friday. So yeah, I got a trip coming up next week, just in case you wanted to know. You have a trip coming up on Tuesday. I'll tell you when I'm there. I'm not gonna tell you where I'm going today, but I already mentioned it. If you follow me, you already know where I'm going, but that's okay. I will let you know, because of course I'm gonna do a daily check-in or something from there. Okay, so it's important that I get out and do what I do. Okay, so once again, it's important. I'm Russell of Hotels. Tell them who you are. So I'm Russell Edmond, Russell of Hotels, right? 2, what do? I do hotel site selection, which means I assist companies and organizations with finding a hotel for their meetings. Meeting is 10 rooms or more. A group meeting is 10 rooms or more. So it has to be at least 10 rooms or more for me to get involved, right? For me to help you out, right? To formulate an RFP, to request. That's a request for proposal. And I disseminate that to all my hotel partners or my CVD partners, and they send it out and they send it back to me. And then I compile all this information, give it to my client. My client makes a decision. Then we ask for a contract, and I go through the contracts and all that stuff. So pricing, contract, meeting rooms, all those specific things. That's my job. So it takes that work off that meeting planner or whoever's in charge of planning the meeting. They can concentrate on the content of the meeting, because I don't do that, right? I'm only doing the logistics of finding the meeting spot, the site for them based on whatever they're looking for, right? So that's my job to do that. So it takes that off their desk, so they don't have to worry about that. I do the travel. I'll go and site out the hotel for them. They don't have to do that. I'll report all the findings back to the hotel, and then we go from there. So I also do content creating. This creates content right here, right? I'm creating content for me, but it's also creating content for every hotel that I'm showing on these different scenes. Right now, this is the Conrad Hotel, downtown LA. This is creating content for them because I'm showing them on a live stream video, right? Okay, so there you go. So that's creating content. So I only do two things for the most part: hotel site selection and content creating. So there you go. And how can I help with content creating? I can create content and showcase the heck out of your hotel on live shows like this, right? So probably better than what you're doing because you're probably not even doing it. And that's okay, right? Because maybe that's not your job to do that. Maybe that's not your responsibility, but maybe that's not your expertise. But my job is to create content for hotels, CVBs, so the world can see it, right? They can see that, oh, that's the Conrad Hotel, was downtown LA. I've always wanted to go there. Oh, they have a bar right there, and it's I think it's on the second or third level. The lobby's on the second or third level, and it overlooks the Disney Concert Hall, which is downtown. Oh my God, you can have a drink and just overlook the Disney Concert Hall. Oh, it's so cool, right? So anyway, I'm being a little dramatic, but anyway, those are things that I do, right? And so how I can help is, like I said, take that off of your plate. So that's basically it. So once again, you want to let people know who you are, what you do, and how you can help them. So that is it, I believe. And just see if I have one more scene. Hotel Maya. This is outside of Hotel Maya in Long Beach. Um, Great hotel. I love that hotel. It's a boutique-ish hotel, but it is part of the Hilton. What is it? A soft brand for Hilton, but it's called Hotel Maya. But it's a very nice hotel. I love the location as well. It's down the marina from the Queen Mary. It's on the same side as the Queen Mary and where the ships take out, like Princess and whatever Carnival. You can see them from the back of this hotel. You can actually see where those ships are located. Yeah, where the ships located, and just a great area. And they do jet skis from here, right? If you've seen this, okay, I'm not sure if you've seen this, but they do group outings on jet skis or Sea-Doos. Jet skis, I think jet ski is the generic. Sea-Doos are actually the brand, right? But anyway, you can take them to Catalina Island. So they'll take like 12, 15 people in this excursion on Sea-Doos to Catalina Island, and it takes off right in back of the Hotel Maya. Just in case you did not know that. I'd never done it before. I know someone that did it recently, and they said they had a blast. On the way there, I think they said it's like an hour and a half up there and maybe about 2 hours coming back. And they see dolphins and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, that's incredible. I need to do that. So maybe one day I'll do it. I don't know. But anyway, that's it for today. Thank you again. This is my daily check-in with Russell of Hotels. Appreciate you guys. Have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow. As always,